Hello. So, 3 days to surgery. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit freaked out. I'm a little scared. It's a, it's a big surgery, but I know I'm in really good hands. I'm incredibly fortunate. So I'm, I'm nervous, a little apprehensive, but I'm also very anxious to get it over with. I can actually feel the area, which is funny because the doctor said I shouldn't be able to, but since the colonoscopy, I've been able to feel that area, especially with different foods that I eat. So, I know that when I got a colonoscopy, 4 weeks ago, and the CAT scan 2 weeks later, there's a size difference from about inch and a half to about 2 inches. So I don't know if that's just because different methods of detection or if it is actually growing, but I do notice changes. I get fatigued a lot now. Could be physical, could be emotional fatigue, but I mean, really, I think there's a lot of physical fatigue. I go to the gym quite often, and I went to the gym the other day. I had a great workout, but at the end, after just my stretching, I got up and I thought I was going to pass out. I was just completely spent, and I didn't. I did a very light workout. And today I was carrying a couple of boxes up and down the stairs. I went up down the flight of stairs with 2 boxes, and man, I was ready to sit down. So I think it is really affecting my energy. So I don't know if that means it's growing, but something's happening, and it's really, I'm glad I can get this out as soon as possible. My kids did something really, really great last night. There's a store a few blocks away, and they wanted to walk the store this evening, and they came back with a cake mix. They wanted to bake a cake. Yeah, sure, bake a cake. And they brought it out to me later when they were all done. I had no idea they're doing this, but they made a butthole cake with a butt and a big winding colon around there. Here, I'll show it to you. But my kids are very concerned, and but they also know I've been giving them the right messages, and staying positive about things. And so, but that was a great gesture. I had a great laugh, and I haven't really been avoiding sugar lately, just because it's not good for cancer. And it was nice to have a little bit of cake. I didn't cut in as far as the butthole. I didn't make it to the middle, but I did have some. It was delicious, but very nice sentiment. That's something I was really worried about when I started doing. When I found I had cancer, I was immediately worried about how people around me would react and how my friends would react, because I didn't want to worry about it, because I felt like there's so much stigma with cancer, and it's very scary. And I know how I've reacted to friends and family having cancer in the past, and you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, and it's kind of it can be awkward. And I was hesitant to tell people because I didn't want people to feel uncomfortable or awkward and be in that weird position. So, and especially with my children, I kind of waited a bit to tell them. But I did tell them before my CT scan. We were on vacation together, and we had a nice moment. It was the right time to tell them. And I just really tried to stay positive and tried to look at the silver linings, and really not jump to any conclusions. I still hadn't had my CT scan results, so I just told them what I knew, and I told them how I felt, and I told them how fortunate I am to be in this position. And so, because really, our kids will model what we feed them. If we give them gloom and doom, they're going to assume it's the worst. But you say optimistic, positive, tell them the facts, not jump to early conclusions. I feel like my kids, I can see that they're worried, but I could also see that they were, when they talked about it, they repeated the things I told them. They looked at the positive side of things, and I think that was really, really important thing to do. I have to thank my therapist for that, because I was really worried, and she was just like, kids are gonna model what you told them, and also they're teenagers. You're gonna talk to them, and it's gonna go one ear and not the other, and they're just gonna move on with life. which is true to an extent. But my kids are concerned, and I can tell this, and it's nice to know that they're thinking about me, and that cake was a really special thing. More about the kids. It's funny because my youngest immediately started asking questions. She's 14, but she started asking me questions like, is your butthole gonna fall out? I'm like, no. I mean, it's not. I'm like, it's in my ascending colon, which is, a colon is like 5 feet long. It's your large intestine. It's in the ascending colon is the very beginning. It's way in there. And then someone else asked me, does it hurt when you go to the bathroom? No. I mean, it's nothing. I barely feel it. I feel like since they did the biopsy, I can feel it in there a little bit, because they poked it a lot and tested a lot, and I can feel that. But it's just like on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 1. It's like a there's something there type of thing, But it made me realize how little people know about the process. I mean, in the past, I heard colon cancer. I picture someone getting their butthole cut out. I mean, I didn't know. So for my kids to think that is natural, and I just wanted to address that. It doesn't change anything. Nothing's painful. I actually cut it. I mean, I imagine if you're more advanced, things start hurting, and it probably depends on where it's located. But me being on the ascending colon, it's so far in there that it's really not affecting anything, and it won't really affect too much when it's out, because it is such a large part of the body. But so it's funny, and then I notice certain friends of mine I'll tell them what's going on, and I always hear, I mean, you hear the same, which is great. You hear nothing but love and support, and people want to help me, and that's amazing. I'm so thankful for everybody and my friends, and kind of the outpouring of love and support, which is what I expected from the people that I've told. I haven't told very many people at this point. But I also still have felt hesitant to tell people, because I know it's kind of an uncomfortable position to put people in. I think it's easier for me because I feel very optimistic. I feel like I think if I had stage 4, I'd probably be in a different state of mind about it all. But I really don't know. I mean, I've really surprised myself at how well I've handled this, and how well I've been able to step up to this. And a lot of it is my friends and my family and my support and my wife, and it's so helpful. So I think if you know someone that has cancer and they tell you, don't be uncomfortable talking about it with them. If they're telling you, it means that they're open to talking with you. At least that's how it is for me. If I tell somebody, it means I'll answer any questions. I'm happy to talk about it. If I haven't told you personally, maybe I'm not ready yet, But anyways, I just wanted to check in. I'm still eating normal foods. I'm starting to eat lots of additional protein. I have up until the surgery, up until the day before, I'm eating 3 servings of like protein shakes, like super high protein shakes. I assume it's just to really load up my body with energy and protein, so to make myself strong, because I won't be really eating much the day before, the day of surgery. But so far, moving ahead, getting ready for it, getting the house all clean. Everything has to be clean and sterile. I have to scrub with special soap the night before and the morning of, to make sure that there's no no bacteria. I mean, just nothing. I want to go in there as clean as possible, sleep on fresh, clean sheets, kick the dog off the bed for the night. I can't shave for 48 hours before the surgery, which I found interesting. It's probably, I'm guessing it's so you won't get any cuts or places where you can let any infection in, or I guess let in any germs or anything. But I haven't really had a big surgery. I had a tonsillectomy when I was 11, and that was a long time ago. So this is my first kind of big surgery, so it's interesting to see how it all works. But I have maps and plans and all kinds of things, and my diet all mapped out, and so I'm ready to go. Just waiting for it to get there. All right, I'll check in later. Bye.